On the 17th of June 1953, the workers rose up against the workers' and peasants' state. What had begun as a strike amongst construction workers over pay soon turned into wider demands for free elections and the resignation of the government itself. By late morning, Soviet troops stationed in East Germany had to intervene.
At 11:30 we heard the tanks, the chains of the tanks. Then we realized the Russians were coming. The crowd started howling. And when the people at the end of the demonstration refused to give way, the soldiers fired in the air. And when you hear gunfire, you start running automatically.
Dann rennen sie automatisch.
Horst Krieter, a Berlin petrol pump attendant, was in the thick of the action that day.
Ich weiß noch, rechts von dem Marx-Engels-Platz stand ein...
We threw stones at the tanks.
Wir konnten ja immer in diese Trümmer verschwinden.
Seeing the tanks firing in your direction, the sheer sound of it causes you to piss in your pants.
Und der schießt. Bei uns auf dem
Someone had died on the Marx-Engels Square that day.
Zu Tode kommt, der wahrscheinlich überfahren worden.
He was run over by a tank.
Ausgang des Marx-Engels-Platz war.
There was a blanket and a wooden cross which said "Murdered by the Soviet Army."
Und da stand schon drauf, von den Sowjets ermordet. Für mich ist es ein Ehrentag.
It was a day of glory for me. We showed them what could be done. The police could do nothing. The government could do nothing. The secret police, the Stasi, could do nothing.
Over 50 civilians were killed that day. In the clampdown that followed, more than 20,000 were arrested, scores were executed. The country's leaders had been caught off guard. From now on, security and the control of the people would be the government's overriding concern.